Every car has a story.
Like the best thing ever.
For some, they end up here. Hi, I'm Gary Nichols. My team and I rescue cars from this. Here at Radical Rods, Rides and Restoration, we restore vehicles, giving them a renewed lease on life and preserving their stories so they could be told right here on Radical Restoration. In this episode, we're at the Toronto International Car Show down at the Convention Center. Beautiful arrangement of cars. We're going to drop in, give you a little variety of all the different cars that are here, from the exotics, tuner cars, and of course we've got the hot rods and choppers, which those are our favorite area. So we'll meet up with the folks hopefully at Cobble Beach. They're in here as well. Mike Livia's 36 Ford Copperhead truck is here. So it should be an interesting variety of stuff for you to look at.
Art in the Automobile is a display of rarely seen, unique automobiles and the appropriate advertising for the year of the car. And it's all here to support Cobble Beach Concours, which is held September 18th, 2016.
Beautiful. The Starliners and the Hawks were very, very popular. Beautiful, beautiful car. You know, it costs a lot more to bring them back to life than they're actually worth, which is a real shame. Beautiful design. Another different version of the Studebaker that we just saw out front, but this one is the Avante. Very interesting design. (1958) Parisienne. Look at the two-tone and look at the detail in the dash. Is that not gorgeous or what? That's car jewelry. Just beautiful. I like the detail even in the armrests. You see the armrests have got polished strips in the armrests. Look at the Continental kit on the back here. The beautiful, all polished extension for the Continental kit, and the tire carrier. If you look at the lines in the trunk lid, they've got those pressed and stamped right in the trunk lid. Gorgeous. Now how's that for a grill? The grill and bumper is probably about 600 pounds. This is a great design too. These are actually very hard to find as well. The airflow. Nice. If you come to the front, John, you also see the nice rounded front nose on it as well, and it keeps with the same design as the rear roof line and the fenders as well. You can see how they were all stealing each other's designs though. If you look back at the 37 Fords, this is a 35, but 37 Ford grills were very similar in nature to these. Everybody was snitching design cues from each other, I think. I love this bracketry that holds the bumpers together. It's like built like a tank. Well, the designers in this era, multiple different designers, even Chrysler and GM, these guys had a certain, you could almost tell whose stuff it was because they just loved the flowing fenders and stuff. So they were always trying to outdo each other each year with designs, and you know, whether it was whatever was happening at that time, they tended to follow this stuff, and they would, you know, nice rounded fenders. We used to call them the fat fendered cars. But even back, you know, you start to get up into the 60s and you look at all the space race stuff, where that becomes a real big cue in almost every car, with the daggered fenders and the, you know, torpedo mounted headlights and tail lights and push button controls and squared off steering wheels and things like that. So these designers, as they come along, you can really see their touch on these cars through the era. Like, it's just amazing. I love these designs. It's just terrific stuff. Now you know where the expression "the trunk" came from. This here would be for your golf clubs. So you'd open that, slide your golf clubs in. Beautiful car. Now look at this grille. Isn't that something? You just can't beat this. What's really interesting here, I don't know if you can see it or not. If you come around this side, you see the rod coming out from the wheel well, and you have this bar that comes across here. As the steering wheel turns, these lights turn to follow the curve in the road. So nowadays they think that that was something, Tucker's had them, but that was much later. But I mean, here we are back in the 30s with that design. This is why I love what we do. Like, I love bringing these old cars back. I love seeing this stuff. It's art. It really is, you know, and it's a shame. It's an era gone by, and I really think that we need to keep bringing these things back to life. You know, you see them, you just don't ignore them, fix them. Well, this is another prime example of craftsmanship. This is 31 Imperial, and I love the screen in between the driver's compartment and the passengers. They've got the glass and the side wind deflectors on it. It's gorgeous. It flips up and doors open. You see the size of the steering wheel. Obviously there was no power steering back then, so it was all about leverage. The larger diameter allowed them to turn it smoothly. It's a beautiful car. What's interesting is the steering wheel. It pivots out of the way so the driver can get out easier. It has a pivot system. Lots of area for the passengers, way more so in this car. Beautiful. 1928 Isotta, shipped in from Italy. They're not kidding when they said the art of the automobile. This is why. So you imagine that in its day, 1935 Auburn. It would hit over 100 miles an hour back in 1935. Roof down, wind going. Well, this one was a speedster. I mean, this had a supercharged motor in it. It was built to go fast. This was the upper crust society would buy these. This wasn't there was the Playboy crowd. They were the only ones that could afford it. Beautiful though. Very nice flowing lines. The drop roof line looks great. Bikes, 36 Ford's found this nice little spot for itself over in the corner. Love the detail on this truck. This is why it just keeps on winning. All the copper accents seem to be a big hit.
This is pretty exciting.
I know. You're in the final, what, 5 here at the Toronto International Show?
Yeah, so there was a contest online. I submitted photos of the truck.
Right.
And they, out of, I think it was 70 or 75 vehicles, they selected 5 to come down to the Toronto International Car Show. And they're scattered throughout the show.
Right.
And when you come down, you text your number of who you want to
Which
win.
one? Yeah.
And the winner can take home $5,000.
Pretty nice. Personally, I like the copper details on it. It's pretty cool.
You're on a roll, man. I mean, this truck cleaned up last year, and here we are just into the start of the new year. Now from here, the truck's going to Detroit.
We're headed out to Detroit, Autorama,
Yep.
to compete upstairs at Cobo Hall. So hopefully they'll enjoy the truck there,
Right.
and a lot of people enjoy it. And hopefully, if I make the final, I'll be back at
Motorama at the
Motorama.
International Center.
And then the week after Motorama, we're headed to Cleveland, and hopefully we do well there.
So there you go. The truck just keeps on going, keeps on trucking.
Yeah, this was amazing. Again, I built the car for me and my kids to enjoy. It's amazing that everyone loves it.
Thank you for joining us. My name's Gary Nichols. Until next time, may all your rides be radical.